This is unreal. PFF just ranked the Cincinnati Bengals running back room as one of the worst in the entire NFL. Let's break this down. What led them to this conclusion? And more importantly, why they might be dead wrong. There are X factors in this backfield that could flip the script entirely in 2025. Welcome to Bengals territory, where it's all stripes all year. Now, before we jump into the latest Bengals update, take a second, subscribe to the channel, give this video a quick like, and smash that bell icon so you never miss the real story behind Bengals football. Alright, back to it. So, what exactly did PFF say? Analyst Dalton Wasserman called out the Bengals for lacking depth behind Chase Brown. Here's the rundown. The Bengals are known as a pass-heavy team, but they could use more offensive balance. Chase Brown is their top rusher, finishing just under 1,000 yards with a 73.7 PFF grade. Behind him, it's thin. Zack Moss had injury issues and logged a disappointing 55.4 grade. Samaje Perine is back as a receiving back. Rookie Taj Brooks might carve out a short yardage role. Fair points, but let's not act like this backfield is hopeless. Yes, the numbers weren't flashy last season. Zack Moss went down. The rotation shuffled, and it showed. But Brown showed flashes, explosiveness, patience, and that north-south burst that screams breakout potential. With Taj Brooks now in the mix, who's built for short yardage situations, and the return of Samaje Perine, this unit isn't elite yet, but it's got balance, depth, and upside the league is overlooking. The real story? This might be the most underrated group in Cincinnati right now. Now, let's be real. Some of PFF's criticism isn't totally off base. Yes, the Bengals are a pass-heavy offense. That's not breaking news. But using that to knock the run game without looking at the full context, that's where the logic falls apart. Let's talk Chase Brown. The guy didn't start the full season. He wasn't the feature back from week 1. That job originally went to Zack Moss, who was adapting to a new team, a new system, and frankly, barely had time to find his rhythm before injuries cut his season short. So when you look at Brown's sub 1,000 yard stat line, ask yourself, did he really get the chance to carry the load? Or did he make the most of limited touches in a chaotic backfield? The truth is, he delivered. Explosive runs, burst through the hole, tough yards after contact. Brown made plays in a small sample size and now in year 2 with the starting job in his hands from the jump. This is a completely different picture, and here's what's most exciting. Chase Brown is fully bought in. When asked about the new direction of the run game, his response said it all. It's exactly how I ran it at Illinois. It'll be awesome. We're going to be a more downhill team this year, eliminating negative plays and staying ahead of the chains. That's what matters in this league. That shift in approach, downhill, aggressive, controlled, isn't just good for Brown. It's good for the entire offense. If the Bengals can stay on schedule, if Brown can be the tone setter, and if Zack Moss or Taj Brooks can provide the change of pace, this backfield could go from underrated to dangerous real fast. That quote from Chase Brown, that's everything you want to hear from a young running back stepping into a leadership role. Brown had a standout college career at Illinois, and hearing him say this Bengals scheme mirrors that style, that's huge. It means comfort, confidence, and clarity in what he's being asked to do. And when a running back feels like he's in his element, the results speak for themselves. Now, let's look deeper at the room around him. We know Chase Brown is poised to be the RB1, but the real debate starts behind him. Who secures that RB2 spot? Zack Moss is the obvious candidate, but he's coming off a season-ending injury. He's flashed at times in his career, no doubt, but there are still questions about his health and fit in this offense. Then there's Samaje Perine, a player the Bengals know well. He's reliable in pass protection, understands the playbook, and has proven himself in big moments. On third downs, especially in shotgun sets with Burrow, having a smart, tough back like Perine who can pick up blitzes or leak out as a checkdown is a massive asset. Let's not forget, third down execution burned the Bengals at times last season. Perine could help clean that up. But the real wild card? Taj Brooks. A sixth-round pick with a chip on his shoulder, Brooks has the tools to become a do-it-all threat. Tough, compact, physical, he's the kind of back who can sneak onto the field early and earn real snaps if someone ahead of him slips. This isn't just a battle for carries, it's a fight for identity in the Bengals' run game. And right now, it's more competitive and more important than most people realize. Taj Brooks may have gone in the 6th round, but don't let that fool you. This rookie has real potential. The only reason he slipped that far, it was one of the deepest running back classes we've seen in years. His skill set says much more than 6th rounder. Now sure, there's a chance the Bengals go with just 3 backs on the final roster. If that happens, it could come down to Zack Moss and Samaje Perine locking down the top backup roles. In that case, Brooks would have to prove he's too valuable to stash or cut. But here's why I believe he makes the team. Brooks plays with vision, patience, poise. These are rare traits in a rookie back. He waits for the blocks to develop. He hits the hole when it's time. He doesn't force it, and that kind of discipline, it's exactly what the Bengals need to support a high-powered, pass-heavy offense. Let's not ignore the bigger picture here either. Teams know Cincinnati wants to throw the ball. They're going to key in on Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and yes, even Mike Gesicki. That opens the door for a backfield sleeper like Brooks to quietly carve out production. The Bengals won't need him to carry the offense, but they will need timely runs, third down conversions, and someone who can exploit soft boxes when defenses drop into coverage. That's where Brooks could thrive. Mark it down now. Come preseason, Taj Brooks is going to turn heads. Whether it's breaking tackles, moving the chains, or catching defenders off guard, he's got a chance to be this year's surprise contributor. The most exciting part of this backfield? It's not just the talent, it's the uncertainty. How will they use Taj Brooks? Could he rotate in on third downs or evolve into something bigger? He's got the mindset to block, the patience to run, and the hunger to prove people wrong. And don't be shocked if the Bengals eventually see him as more than a role player. He might just push for every down snaps down the road. But make no mistake, Chase Brown is the headline here. He's the kind of back who can change the perception of an entire unit. Last season, in limited action, he flashed the potential to be that guy. So seeing Pro Football Focus rank the Bengals running back room 27th out of 32, that's just plain disrespectful. Look at the numbers. 16 games played, 229 touches, 1,350 total yards, 11 touchdowns. A PFF rushing grade in the 70s. Solid territory. That's not bottom-tier production. That's a player finding his groove in an offense still figuring things out. Now imagine him with a full offseason, a system tailored to his strengths, and the starting job secured from day one. So maybe it's a good thing the critics are sleeping on this group, because while the spotlight is locked on Burrow, Chase, Higgins, and the air attack, this backfield might just be the surprise weapon that no one sees coming. Before we dive into more Bengals news, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Drop a like if you're excited about this season, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. All right, your turn. Is this running back group underrated? Should they be ranked that low? Or are we looking at one of the most slept-on units in the entire league? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take.